We at KeyMark are excited to be partnering with Blue Prism to offer our clients the best benefits of robotic process automation, which a lot of people in the industry call RPA. This gives us the opportunity to help guide your team in identifying and automating processes within your organization that reduce errors, increase revenue, and meet regulatory compliances. Our goal is to offer the best customer satisfaction with our dedicated team led by Chris, and to assist with projects and support within the RPA world. The partnership with Blue Prism and the process knowledge of our clients enables KeyMark to know success will come from utilizing a digital workforce to empower your businesses. What we find in a lot of our clients is that now they are looking at 3 forms of workforce: onshore, offshore, and a digital workforce. A lot of times that last one can help them improve the first 2. There are constant disruptions in the marketplace, creating a business climate where only the most agile and innovative will survive and thrive. Your customers have scalable processes and data-heavy IT systems that both are an advantage and a challenge. We find that most of the companies we talk to find their budget is spent in maintaining and updating processes and systems rather than focusing on new initiatives, creating what is called a digital entrepreneurial gap. This leaves you vulnerable to competitors who can innovate faster. This brings us to a new era of connected RPA. KeyMark and Blue Prism, I went a little fast there. This brings us to a new era of connected RPA. KeyMark and Blue Prism close the gap by giving your digital savvy employees, what we call the makers, the power to create and innovate through business-led automations in an IT-endorsed controlled environment. With our digital workforce capable of self-learning and continuous improvement, your makers have the ability to automate billions of transactions while returning hundreds of millions of hours back to the business, freeing them to create and build and share their innovations. So why is KeyMark taking the path of connected RPA with Blue Prism? To us, an intelligent, skilled digital workforce empowers businesses with technology that brings your ideas to life. We are seeing a new age where every company is a technology company. Because of this, information technology must be the drive of innovation. By democratizing this technology, we can help businesses unleash their innovators with power of AI and at their fingertips, and a technology ecosystem designed to increase operational agility. Connected RPA is the enabling technology that brings all of this technology together and the driver that brings innovators to life as part of a connected entrepreneurial enterprise. To give you a little insight into our partners at Blue Prism, they were founded on the premise that business teams have automation needs, but it hasn't always been easy to get there. Operations teams are innovative, and they are more than ready to deliver business value, but they don't want it, in many cases, to have to rely on IT. They're looking for solutions that will help them take full advantage of the transformative power of automation. KeyMark and Blue Prism both believe that democratizing technology, which allows for access to intelligent automation, is key to driving entrepreneurship in business. What we are talking about today is Blue Prism's solution is connected RPA. The end result is a connected entrepreneurial enterprise that is able to keep pace with changing market demands. This allows you to gain a competitive edge that helps close the digital entrepreneur gap, enabling your business to compete and win. The Blue Prism Connected RPA platform is a proven business-led platform with 1,300 plus enterprise customers. Blue Prism's digital exchange is an ecosystem that is growing bigger and broader each day, which offers business leaders drag and drop access to AI, machine learning, and cognitive technologies from companies you know and trust, like Google, IBM, Microsoft, and hundreds more. Blue Prism is built on skills that demonstrate how technology and AI can deliver through digital worker paradigms. And Blue Prism communities have been set up to facilitate knowledge sharing, best practices, and building a network of business executives and developers looking to collaborate on what we like to call the art of the possible. In the digital world, our view is that every company is a technology company, and we are passionate about the democratization of technology. The most successful enterprises innovate and deliver value across all areas of the business. Therefore, our goal is to empower the operations side of the business with powerful enterprise technology they can use to bring their ideas and outcomes to life. We know that it takes more than one technology to keep up with the demand of a digitized economy. So with the help of Blue Prism, we created a platform for change, a connected ecosystem where business users can find and deploy best-of-breed AI, cognitive, and disruptive technologies immediately accessible and functional as downloadable apps. This was the premise behind Blue Prism's digital exchange. By collating and promoting some of the most exciting technologies with similar-minded software companies, Blue Prism is showing businesses the kind of outcomes they can achieve when innovative technologies are collected and placed in the hands of operational leaders. With the help of an AI-powered digital workforce, forward-thinking companies are automating tasks and empowering people, increasing efficiencies, boosting productivity, and building a competitive advantage. Today's business leaders are entrepreneurs, and they understand that staying competitive means having the right technology at your fingertips. They don't want complex IT projects or endless planning. The Blue Prism Digital Exchange highlights the path forward by placing state-of-the-art AI, cognitive, and disruptive technologies in their hands. No coding and no development necessary. To enhance the value of the digital workforce across the entire organization, Blue Prism identified and described 6 intelligent automation skills that we feel are required by a digital worker to deliver sustainable success and optimal outcomes. These human-like attributes empower digital teams to gather data and learn within the context of the business process, read, understand, and contextualize visual information digitally. Partnering with Blue Prism allows KeyMark to offer unique connected RPA offerings. As you can see on the screen, there's a number of different offerings from Blue Prism that we can take to our customers. Process discovery, they have Success Accelerator, which allows for access for an expert resource and tools through Blue Prism to be on site. They have a process discovery tool, and this helps determine and prioritize possible processes online and free to Blue Prism customers. Process mining, having access to technology alliance partners and embedded process mining technology. Cloud-based, Blue Prism offers a Blue Prism cloud capability, and which is sold as a Blue Prism product, and also you can use your own personal cloud. The digital exchange, as we've been talking about, allows for skills SDKs, which enables citizen developers to create and market their own skills within Blue Prism. An e-commerce vending machine, transact solutions and skills directly on the digital exchange. And then private digital exchanges for Center of Excellence collaboration in a connected RPA environment. Blue Prism AI Labs. Blue Prism has formal labs with AI-focused PhD-level researchers. They also understand data in any form with human-assisted automation. Blue Prism RPA. It's a data gateway, flexibly move data between the Blue Prism and other platforms. Make it easier to get started and learn and explore. And also have human-assisted automation, capable for collaboration between the human and the digital worker. You'll hear about this a little later in what we call human in the loop. Intelligent document processing. They have come out with a product called Decipher, and this is AI-powered document processing built directly into Blue Prism, handling document workflow and enabling classification of unstructured data, OCR. And then there's the Blue Prism community. They have peer reviews and also build a business network to collaborate and share best practices in a central hub. Our vision of operational agility is realized through a digital operating system that delivers an intelligent, skilled digital workforce that serves as a business-led platform for a global technology ecosystem. To deliver on our vision, our software aligns to three core principles. We are business-led. As the only RPA solution that's business-led, we break the cycle of dependency on IT, things to do, and their lists, where automation requests often get trapped and not delivered. With robust developer-free automation, easy web service support, and drag-and-drop intelligent automation skills, we're delivering meaningful business-led outcomes. We are technology controlled with Veracode accreditations for security, segregated environments for private and collaborative automations, secure web service integration for trust and operability, and shared licensing. We provide simplicity with authority to support scale. We deliver an intelligent platform with out-of-the-box support for best-of-breed AI providers and instant access to intelligent automation skills downloadable and ready to deploy on the Blue Prism platform. We're connecting customers to powerful technologies and delivering the power of choice through the Blue Prism digital exchange. Now, what does connected RPA mean for your business? Connected RPA overcomes obsolescence with best-in-breed technology. What does that mean? Well, before, where customers wanted but couldn't encapsulate AI, now they can. Anyone in the business can download AI solutions to build a process in minutes with an infinite number of connections from companies that you know and trust, like Google, Microsoft, and IBM. Entrepreneurial businesses need autonomy, and connected RPA ensures a smarter digital workforce available on demand when you need them. In any language, across any device, even in the cloud, we offer the most scalable and consumable digital workforce. Finally, we're responding to attended automation with something better, a human-in-the-loop component that gives businesses the capability to ensure quality and consistency throughout every process, not the same thing as attended automation. To be able to best optionalize this implementation, there definitely needs to be a vision and organization as to how to get this operating model well designed and supported. And to be able to do so is to look at our 7 foundations for a successful deployment of our robotic operating model. At a high level, we want to start by defining our vision for a process automation needed. This involves identifying the expected business benefits and outlining how these align with corporate strategy. Afterwards, you want to be able to define the organizational design that really best supports ensuring this capability and aligning it with your current corporate strategy and culture. As we begin to better understand what ideas we have around what we want to ensure that an opportunity assessment and pipeline triage procedure. What best way can we internally define which processes are worthy of automation, and how can I maximize the benefit associated with that? We also have to be on the same page in terms of creating methodology and delivery approaches that can begin to allow you to create a library of model and all these processes, the best help to adjust them as needed. And finally, you're going to need to have the right people embedded in scope and the right technology to scale and support your vision alongside creating service models that can help maintain its success. Last year, Blue Prism officially launched their Blue Prism AI Labs based in London. While Blue Prism technology partners like KeyMark help them extend what they do today, their research lab will help us discover what we can do tomorrow. We're bringing together a diverse team, some of the brightest minds with expertise in new AI technologies such as natural language processing, computer vision, machine learning, and more to help prioritize innovation that will improve all products. KeyMark and Blue Prism are also collaborating externally with academia, contributing to the greater scientific community as we work to drive future development of AI in the RPA space. What can we imagine? Your makers adopt AI in 3 clicks to overcome obsolescence by providing easy access to AI, cognitive, and machine learning capabilities. We invite you to join the 1,500 large enterprises in 48 regions around the world in building a connected entrepreneurial enterprise. The KeyMark and Blue Prism vision is one where digital workers sit alongside human workers, assisting, supporting, and augmenting as part of a truly connected workforce. A smarter, more intelligent digital worker serves as an alternative sourcing option to human labor and outsourcing. Connected RPA means visibility that offers easier access to data through web API connectivity, the ability to ship data out to an external analytics platform for machine learning, visualization or analysis to make it available to management and peers through an extended web-based control room. It's also about making it easier to make sense of data with built-in intelligent document processing capabilities to simplify workflow by handling unstructured data, yet the flexibility to connect to partner technologies as needed. Our digital workforce is built business-led, putting the power of intelligent automation and cutting-edge technologies into the hands of the business leaders and operations experts. More than a portal for complementary skills, the digital exchange is a way for business users to see the art of the possible in their own organizations with choice and a platform to bring the vision and those choices to life. And with that, I'm going to hand it over to Chris to show you a little bit of a demonstration of the Blue Prism solution.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks, Dan. Hopefully I'm coming in loud and clear here. So as you've seen so far, RPA can be structured as a model and a methodology within an enterprise. But at its core, Blue Prism is really an application to automate your processes. So today I'm going to run through a couple of video demonstrations of Blue Prism, running through a few processes here. So let me share my screen. And in this first presentation, we'll be loading order information from an Excel workbook into an orders management application. This is very much an example of what we would consider a simple process. We'll begin by opening up the orders application, making sure that we can log in successfully and that we get to kind of a base state for the application. After that, we're going to be opening Excel, and this is all Blue Prism doing all the work. This is not actually me clicking on anything or doing anything here. It's gathering that order information within Excel, and it's loading it into the control room over here in the lower left-hand corner so that it can be processed as new orders within this orders application. And again, this is Blue Prism running through. Notice that throughout the process, on the right-hand side within the Process Studio, the little orange icon that's floating around, there are exception stages, there are recovery stages that allow for us to handle both business and system exceptions to keep the automation process running even during a fault, or to be able to go back to it if we can recover during the process. Notice as the data is being populated within the application, it happens almost instantaneously. And right now I actually have the system at kind of a normal level that a human can view it. It can typically enter in data and process through faster. And as we're coming to a completion here for this process, you'll notice that for a split second, there's a reference number that pops up on the screen. That reference number is actually being collected and stored into each one of these data items over here on the left-hand side so that we can tie the audit trail from within the control room back to the orders information. Now that we come to a completion, we'll refresh our data. You can see that all items processed successfully without exceptions. Right. So again, that was very much an example of a simple process to run through and Blue Prism running. Typically within a environment, you will not see Blue Prism like we are over here on the right and the left-hand side. And I'm going to give one more video demonstration of Blue Prism doing a little bit more of a complex process where we're going to be collecting patient information, engaging with the Microsoft Cognitive AI, and then sending out notifications internally, all while maintaining necessary regulatory compliance. What you see now is fictitious data that we're going to be using for the process that represents incidents that have occurred within a hospital and working through one of these incidents to aggregate data and then to, again, send out internally. So here we find that an incident has occurred. We'll be pulling up, again, Blue Prism Studio on the right and kicking off the process. First, we're loading that Excel data that we saw previously within the Blue Prism queue so that we can process through it. And these are similar to what a human would typically do when handling one of these incidents. So next, we're going to be pulling up the incident by opening the incident management system to request, request an incident management report. Then Blue Prism will be launching the video surveillance system to request a video of the patient's room for analysis. And while that is being pulled in and downloaded, we are next going to be launching the EMR system, logging in, and collecting the patient information to tie back to the incident. Again, this is all fictitious data. We can collect any kind of information that's on the screen. We have multiple ways of going about that to pull that data into the system. So here we're gathering all this information, collecting it, tying it similarly to the last process where we did a reference number back into the queue. And we can see that the video has arrived. Microsoft Cognitive is going to be performing some analysis over here on the lower right-hand corner. You can see a blue and the shadow area, and it will tell us some analysis of the video. If the patient is struggling, bed height, if the bed rails are up, so on. So now we have captured all the information. We're going to aggregate it all together and send that out in a notification internally. Notice that it's all being done covertly in the background, so there's no worry of PHI being leaked. And email gets sent out internally here to alert a human that the information is completed, and that we'd be moving on to the next record or incident. So there's multiple ways to go about kicking off a process within Blue Prism, from scheduling to having an API call to having it just kick off based on an existence of a file that's out there. The other interesting items is that it can also be audited, so your entire trail's auditable. So it allows for non-repudiation due to access list controls. Each individual user within Blue Prism has their own login. So a lot of regulatory compliances are met with this product. I'm going to hand it back over to Sam and open it up for questions.
Okay, Diane, did we get any questions during the presentation?
Do not have any right now. Again, everyone, there's a little Q&A box to the right in the bottom of your screen. As long as it says all, Sam and Chris can see your question. Again, if you don't have any questions, you will be getting a recording and the actual presentation in at least 24 hours. And I will include Sam and Chris's email addresses, so you can reach out to them directly if you'd like to send them a question.
Great. Thank you, Diane.
All right.
Okay.
So we don't have any questions. Again, I'll send out an email with a recording and presentation and have Sam and Chris's emails. So with that, thanks everyone for joining us today. We really appreciate it. And join us next week. We have another webinar featuring Colleen Albert with Highland. So again, thanks everyone.
Thanks, Diane.